Alright folks, gather round, because the world of money, big money, the kind that makes your head spin, it's doing a little dance. You know how it is, you're watching the economic charts, thinking you know who's on top, who's comfortable, and then bam, someone comes along and flips the whole table. Well, today we're talking about a massive flip, a real game changer. India, yes my friends, the land of incredible diversity, spices, and now, a truly colossal economy, has just done something spectacular. They've officially become the fourth largest economy in the world, nudging Japan, a long-time economic powerhouse, down to the fifth spot. This isn't just a small step, it's a giant leap, a testament to incredible growth and ambition. Now I know what you're thinking. Fourth? That's huge. But who else is in this exclusive club? Who's holding the top spots and who's rounding out the top 10? It's like the VIP section of the global economy, and everyone wants to know who's got a seat. Is your country on the list? Are there any surprises lurking? The global economic landscape is constantly shifting, like a really intense game of musical chairs, but with trillions of dollars at stake. 1 minute you're cruising, the next you're scrambling to keep up. It's fascinating, it's a bit nerve-wracking, and it tells us so much about where the world is heading. So in this video, we're going to do just that. We're going to count down the top 10 economies in the world as of 2025. We'll look at the titans, the contenders, and the new kid on the block who's shaking things up. Looking at you, India. We'll break down who's who in this high-stakes financial league. Think of it as your very own ESPN Top 10, but for countries and their cash flow. Get ready, because some of these rankings might surprise you, and understanding them gives us a clearer picture of the power dynamics shaping our world today. Let's dive in. Alright, kicking off our list at number 1, and honestly, is anyone really surprised? It's the United States of America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and apparently, the place with the most enormous pile of cash. For decades, the USA has been the heavyweight champion of the global economy, and in 2024, they're still holding onto that belt. We're talking about a nominal GDP that just dwarfs most others, driven by a potent cocktail of technological innovation, a massive consumer market. Because let's be honest, Americans love to shop, and a financial sector that pretty much dictates terms to the rest of the world. You can't ignore the sheer scale of it. From Hollywood blockbusters influencing global culture to Silicon Valley tech giants shaping how we live, work, and even think, America's economic footprint is everywhere. It's like that one guest at the party who's a bit loud, maybe a bit too confident, but you can't deny they've got presence. They've got Wall Street, they've got the dollar as the world's reserve currency, and they've got this incredible ability to bounce back, or at least project the image of bouncing back, from pretty much anything. Of course, it's not without its challenges, debt, inequality, the occasional political circus. But for now, the top spot is firmly theirs. Coming in at a very, very strong number 2, it's the People's Republic of China. Now, if the US is the long-reigning champ, China is the challenger who's been training relentlessly, bulking up, and is now breathing right down the champion's neck. The story of China's economic rise over the past few decades is nothing short of astonishing. We're talking about a transformation that has lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty and turned the nation into the world's manufacturing hub. You probably own at least, 10 things that say made in China, maybe 20. I'm not judging. Their economy is a fascinating mix of state-controlled capitalism, massive infrastructure projects that make your jaw drop. Think high-speed rail networks that seem to appear overnight, and a relentless drive for technological self-sufficiency. They're leading in areas like 5G, electric vehicles, and e-commerce platforms that are so advanced. They make ours look like they're from the Stone Age. Of course, there are questions, debates about sustainability, trade practices, and human rights. But purely in terms of economic output and global influence, China's position as a superpower is undeniable. They're not just catching up, they're setting their own pace. Alright, holding steady at number 3, we cross over to Europe, and it's Germany. Germany. The land of precision engineering, Oktoberfest, and an economy that's as reliable as one of their luxury cars. Even when the rest of Europe is having a bit of a wobble, Germany often seems to be the steady hand, the economic engine pulling everyone along. Their strength lies in a powerful export sector. Made in Germany is a stamp of quality recognized worldwide, whether it's cars, machinery, or chemicals. They're the masters of the Mittelstand, those small and medium-sized family-owned businesses that are often global leaders in their niche. They've managed to combine industrial might with a strong social safety net, though like everyone, they face challenges. An aging population, reliance on exports which can be tricky when global demand fluctuates, and the ongoing transition to greener energy. But you can't argue with their consistency. They're not always the flashiest, they don't always shout the loudest, but Germany just gets the job done. It's that quiet competence, that focus on quality and innovation, that keeps them firmly planted in the top tier of global economies. A true powerhouse. And now, for the big news, the reason we're all gathered here, the headline act. Storming into the number 4 spot, it's India. Yes, you heard that right. India has overtaken Japan to become the 4th largest economy on the planet. This is monumental, people. It's like watching a cricketer hit a 6 out of the stadium in the final over to win the match. The sheer energy, the demographic dividend with a young and vibrant population, a booming tech sector based in cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, and a government pushing for reforms and Make in India initiatives, it's all coming together. This isn't just a story about numbers, it's a story about aspiration, about a nation of over 1 billion people stepping onto the world stage with renewed confidence. From IT services that power global businesses to a rapidly expanding domestic market, India's economic engine is firing on all cylinders. Of course, there are huge challenges too. Infrastructure needs, poverty alleviation, ensuring growth is inclusive. But the momentum is undeniable. This jump to number 4 is a clear signal that India is not just a rising power, it's a power that has arrived. A massive congratulations to India on this incredible achievement. Now, at number 5, we have Japan. And look, slipping one spot when India is on such a meteoric rise is absolutely no shame. Japan has been an economic titan for so long, a byword for innovation, quality, and a unique culture that has captivated the world. Think about it. Sony, Toyota, Nintendo. These are brands that have shaped industries and defined excellence for generations. For decades, Japan was the undisputed number 2, and then number 3, and their influence on the global economy remains incredibly significant. They are still a major player, a leader in robotics, high-tech manufacturing, and holding vast overseas investments. The Japanese economy is known for its sophisticated technology, its incredibly efficient systems, and a work ethic that is legendary. However, they've also been grappling with challenges like an aging and shrinking population, deflationary pressures, and more recently, increased competition from its neighbors. Moving to 5th place isn't a sign of collapse, but rather a reflection of the changing global dynamics and the incredible growth trajectories of countries like India. Japan remains a crucial, highly advanced economy, and its contributions to the world are immense. They'll always be a fascinating and important part of the global economic story. Alright, crossing the channel again, or maybe taking the Eurostar, we land at number 6, the United Kingdom. Yes, the UK, the land of tea, crumpets, James Bond, and a financial history that's, well, historic. London remains one of the world's preeminent financial centres, a global hub for banking, insurance, and all sorts of complicated money stuff that I pretend to understand. They've got a rich history of innovation, world-class universities, and a cultural output that punches well above its weight. Think Shakespeare, the Beatles, Harry Potter. Their soft power is immense. Of course, the UK economy has been on a bit of a rollercoaster ride in recent years, hasn't it? Brexit has certainly redrawn some of its trading relationships and presented new challenges. And like many, they're dealing with inflation and cost of living pressures. But despite the debates and the headlines, the UK economy is still a major force. It's resilient, it's got deep foundations, and it's navigating its new path in the global order. They're like that experienced actor who might not be the biggest box office draw anymore, but still delivers a compelling performance every single time. Next up, at number 7, we say bonjour to France. the land of haute couture, exquisite cuisine, fine wine, and, well, an economy that's got a certain je ne sais quoi. France boasts some of the world's biggest companies, particularly in luxury goods. LVMH, Kering, L'Oreal. I mean, who doesn't want a bit of French glamour in their life? But it's not all perfume and handbags. They're also leaders in aerospace, Airbus, anyone, energy, and have a surprisingly strong agricultural sector. Plus, tourism is a massive contributor because, well, who wouldn't want to visit France? France has a unique economic model, often described as dirigiste, with a significant role for the state, alongside a vibrant private sector. They're known for their excellent infrastructure, high productivity, when they're not on strike, just kidding, mostly, and a commitment to a strong social welfare system. Like its European neighbours, it faces its share of economic headwinds, from labour market reforms to adapting to global competition. But France remains a sophisticated, diversified, and influential economy, adding a touch of style and sophistication to the top 10. Sliding into the number 8 spot, it's Italy. Mamma mia, what an economy! Famous for its incredible history, art, fashion, food, oh, the food, and a manufacturing sector that's often underestimated. While we often think of pasta and Prada, Italy has a very strong backbone of high-quality manufacturing, particularly in machinery, automotive components, and of course those luxury goods that make the world swoon. Think Ferrari, Gucci, Armani. Italian craftsmanship is legendary, and it translates into serious economic value. They have a rich tradition of small and medium-sized enterprises, often family-run, that are incredibly innovative and export-oriented. Now, Italy's economy can sometimes feel like a thrilling Italian opera, full of drama, passion, and unexpected turns. They've faced challenges with public debt, political stability at times, and regional disparities between the north and south. But there's an undeniable dynamism and creativity that permeates Italian business. They're also a major tourist destination, drawing millions who want to experience La Dolce Vita. Despite the complexities, Italy's industrial prowess, its design flair, and its cultural appeal keep it firmly in the top echelons of the global economy. Heading over to South America and dancing its way into the number 9 position is Brazil. The land of samba, football, the Amazon rainforest, and an economy that's as vast and diverse as the country itself. Brazil is an absolute giant, not just in land mass but also in natural resources. We're talking iron ore, oil, soybeans. They are an agricultural superpower, feeding a significant portion of the world. Their domestic market is huge, with a young and growing population, which always provides a good foundation for economic activity. Brazil's economy has had its ups and downs, a bit like a carnival float navigating a tricky parade route. They've battled inflation, political instability, and concerns about environmental protection, particularly regarding the Amazon. But the potential is undeniable. They have a growing tech scene, a vibrant culture that fuels tourism and creative industries, and when things click, their economy can really soar. Brazil is a key player in Latin America and an increasingly important voice on the global stage. It's a country with immense resources, both natural and human, and its place in the top 10 reflects that. And rounding out our top 10, holding the 10th spot, we head north to Canada. Oh, Canada, our friendly, polite, and economically robust neighbor. Often overshadowed by the giant to its south, Canada has quietly built a very impressive and stable economy. They are rich in natural resources, oil, natural gas, minerals, timber, which form a significant part of their economic output. But it's not just about digging stuff out of the ground. Canada also has a highly skilled workforce, strong financial institutions, and thriving tech hubs in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. Canadians are known for their high quality of life, universal healthcare, and a generally more measured approach to, well, pretty much everything. Their economy is closely linked to the US, which can be both a blessing and a curse depending on how their southern neighbor is doing. They face challenges like managing their resource wealth sustainably and addressing regional economic disparities. But overall, Canada represents a model of stable, developed world prosperity. They might not make the loudest noise, but they're consistently strong, reliably present, and a very worthy member of the top 10 global economies. So there you have it. The top 10 economic powerhouses shaping our world in 2024. It's a fascinating list, isn't it? From the long-standing giants to the dynamic risers, each country brings its unique strengths and faces its own challenges. And of course, a massive heartfelt congratulations once again to India for its incredible achievement, breaking into the top 4. That's a testament to the hard work, innovation, and ambition of over 1 billion people. It's a shift that will undoubtedly have ripple effects across the globe, changing trade dynamics, investment flows, and geopolitical conversations for years to come. The world of economics is never static. It's a living, breathing thing, constantly evolving. What we see today is a snapshot, and the picture could look very different in 5, 10, or 20 years. Countries rise, sometimes they fall, new industries emerge, and old ones adapt or fade away. It's a reminder that progress isn't guaranteed for anyone, and complacency is the enemy of growth. The drive to innovate, to educate, and to build a better future is what propels nations forward. Now, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. This is where you, the brilliant audience, come in. Which country do you think is poised to make a big jump in the economic rankings next? Are there any underdogs we should be watching? What are the biggest factors you see shaping the global economy in the coming years? Drop your predictions, your hot takes, your well-reasoned analyses in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into our ever-changing world. See you next time.